Sound full video store. Ready for control. Okay, we've got it. Stand by to mic the desk. Stand by on one.
Your time. The 6 begins right now.
Mic the desk. Dissolve Q. Super's in.
Called for a sign code task force last March to help the city decide what to do.
Super's out. Stand by VO in 7.
That task force's work still goes on. Good evening, I'm Jack Collins.
And I'm Julie Overlander. The ad hoc sign code revision task force held the first of 2 public hearings.
Roll 7
today,
under.
and
7's up.
tonight's top 6 at 6.
Super's in.
The 2 meetings are designed to give the task force input from the public as the city decides.
Super's
what
out.
to do
Julie
about
shots
the
in
bike
preview.
sign ordinance. Some local residents spoke
Stand by
to
sound full
billboard
7. Double
sign
sod on this. Going to 8
clutter.
with Jack.
Representatives of local sign and billboard companies aired concerns of their own at the meeting.
Sound full.
Well, I think we in the sign industry would rather not go
Super's
to
in.
committee meetings every 18 months when we have a 28-page ordinance already. I would like to see this
Super's
committee
out.
recognize
30
that
seconds to
2/3
VO.
of their ordinance is not being enforced right now. If we're talking about getting rid of signage, I'd like to start with the illegal ones first.
I
Super's
would
in.
like to see, obviously, a reduction, at least in the number of billboards. The visual clutter is absolutely incredible.
Super's
All you have
out.
to do
Stand by to
is
mic
drive around
Julie.
Rapid
Stand by
City,
VO.
and you
Going to
can
8 with
see
Jack out of
the
this.
difference between a business that has an on-premise sign that is supporting that business and a billboard that is supporting something in another city, another state.
Mike Julie QVO.
The task force's next public
Stand by to
meeting
Mike
is
Jack.
set for
Stand by to
Tuesday
roll
at
8 under.
5:30 in the first floor community room at the
Mike
City
Jack.
School Administration
Roll 8
Center.
under. 8's up. Q Jack VO.
Last year, the tough
Super's
economic
in.
times were felt throughout the country, but the Rapid City Economic Development Partnership says 2010
Super's
was an
out.
outstanding economic year for Rapid City.
Back out 1 on
President of
Julie.
the group
Stand by
says
sound full
last
8.
year, Rapid City saw many companies expand, grow, and hire new employees. He said they will be launching a new program to continue the trend.
Sound full.
We'll be
Super's
unveiling
in.
our plans to embark on a jobs program for Rapid City and the surrounding Black Hills. They'll allow us
Super's
to focus
out.
a little bit more
Stand by to Mike
on
Jack. Stand by
higher
VO.
wage employment opportunities.
Mike Jack QVO.
Snow says the new program will be a
Coming out 1
5-year
on
program.
Julie.
He says they have not identified types of higher wage employment, but he says they could be focused around Rapid City Regional Hospital, the South Dakota School of Mines and Technology.
Stand by to Mike
and
Julie.
Ellsworth
Stand
Air
by
Force
on 1.
Base. Snow says over the next 4 to 6 months, they'll gather information on what types of employment.
Mike Julie. Dissolve Q.
The expansion project
Stand by
for
VO
Rapid
in
City
7.
Regional Airport is about to take off, and airport officials say they'll do their best to make it as smooth of a ride as possible. for
Roll 7
travelers.
under. 7's up.
Airport's
Super's in.
executive director says
New
they're
still,
expected
please.
to break ground on the new project sometime in the middle of February.
Super's
He says
out.
the project will completely
Going to 8 with
reduce the
Julie out of
interior
this.
the terminal building. That includes adding 3 additional gates with jet bridge services, adding post-security shopping, and adding a new restaurant.
About 30 to
Project is
live.
slated to take up to a year and a half. Airport officials say the
Stand by
construction
8.
should not impact the number of flights in and out of the
Roll 8
airport.
under. 8's up. Q Julie VO.
He
No
walked away
CG on
from
this.
the
Coming out 1 on
Annex
Jack.
at the
Going
South
to
Dakota
live.
State Penitentiary in December of 1994 and was on the run until Monday. The South Dakota Department of Corrections says Clifford Lamframboise was arrested Monday in Winnipeg, Canada. Laframboise started serving an 18-year sentence
Jack's
for first-degree
sneezing.
burglary and a concurrent 10-year sentence for third-degree burglary back in 1988.
Stand by to Mike Jack. Stand by on
Convictions
1.
out of
Stand by
Benton
live.
County. The state of South Dakota is looking to have Laframboise extradited from Canada
Mike
to
Jack.
face escape charges.
Dissolve Q. Stand
It is
by
a busy night at
boxes.
the
Stand by
Rushmore
on
Plaza
live with
Civic
Amanda.
Center. For the first time, the CHL All-Star Game is here in Rapid City. Amanda Weber joins us live
Boxes
from the
are
Ice
up.
Arena where the
Mike
game
live.
started in about 30 minutes.
And Q. She's up. Super's
Good
in.
evening, Jack. That's right. I am live at the Civic Center, and it is a packed house.
Super's
Over
out.
4,800
Stand by
tickets
VO
have
in
been sold
7.
tonight, and Rapid City Mayor Alan Hank says an event like this can be huge.
Roll
for
7
the
under.
city.
7's up.
Over 150 players and
Super's
staff
in.
of the Central Hockey League have traveled to Rapid City, and Mayor Hank
Super's
says
out. Stand by
tonight's
sound
game
full
showcases
7.
not only our hockey league, but the beauty of the Black Hills.
Sound full.
You know, anytime that we have the ability
Super's
to
in.
bring people into Rapid City and show them what we really have, not only in Rapid City, but in the Black Hills,
Super's
they're
out.
going to go home, they're going to share that with their family and friends, and hopefully
Stand
that
by to
will
Mike
lead
Live,
people
stand by to
coming back
QVO.
and visiting
Mike
us,
Live,
not so much
and
coming here for business or coming for a sporting event, but actually bringing
Q.
their families back and vacationing with us.
Q. Stand by
He
8.
says the success
Keep
of
in
the
line
Rush
for 8.
and their popularity will only grow with this
Roll 8
historical
under.
event.
8's up. QVO.
Many fans here tonight
Super's
are
in.
going to want to capture this historical historical moment, and the Rapid City Rush store has just what they need.
Super's out.
Hundreds of
We will not
t-shirts,
come
hats,
back to
cups, and
Julie.
even
We will come
cowbells
back to
are
live.
decked out
Weather
with
open in
All-Star
7, out on
markings.
2.
All profits made from All-Star merchandise go straight to paying for this event. After it's all over, the Rapid City Rush will have tens of thousands of dollars invested in this game. The Rush pays for transportation for players and staff.
Stand by back on live. Stand by weather open in 7.
Food and trips to Mount Rushmore.
She's up.
I'll have more on
Stand
these
by to roll
stories
7
tonight
full.
on
Stand by on 2 with Keith.
Again, I'm Amanda Weber, live at the Civic
Roll
Center.
7 full. 7's up. Stand by to Mike Keith. Stand by on
First
2.
weather at 6 with Chief Meteorologist
Mike Keith.
Gibson.
Dissolve Q.
Should be awfully fun down there at the Civic Center.
Stand by
later on
graphics.
Tonight, and the weather is becoming
Graphics
more
are full.
fun. West of Rapid City right now, we are warming up 23 degrees in Custer, much better than the minus
'Kay.
15 we had earlier this morning.
28 seconds heavy,
only
guys.
10 at the airport Rapid, minus 3 in Faith, but the cold air is moving east. Right now, warmer weather is invading from the west. We are quiet at this time, but we have a lot of clouds cover.
Give Keith 15 and a wrap.
That will stay toward north tonight, but warmer weather is blowing on in here. Temperatures will continue to rise tonight, and we are looking at highs into the 30s and 40s.
Corey's
tomorrow.
tease is live.
Will feel great. Details on that.
Mike Julie. Dissolve Q.
The Lead City Commission
Stand
approved
by,
the
tell
first
Fox and
reading
8.
of the ordinance last
Stand
week
by live
about
after that.
Dancing in Lead. Commissioners consider the second and final reading next
Roll 8
Monday.
under. 8's up.
Access to our Fox question of the week: should nude dancing be allowed in communities in South Dakota? If so, what restrictions, if any, do you think should be put on nude dancing? How does it
Stand by to
benefit
Mike
our
live.
community?
Stand by
Let
to
us know what
Q
you
for the
think.
sports
Go to
tees.
blacknillsfox.com
Going to
and
bumping
click on
7 out of that.
Fox button on the right side of the page. You can also get to the question through our Facebook and Twitter pages. We'll feature some
Mike
of your
live.
responses on Black Hills Fox.
And Q. He's up.
I'm Corey Kopic, live at the Civic Center where the
Stand by bumping 7. Stand by to Mike the Desk. Stand by VO. Mike the Desk. Roll 7 under. 7's up. Q and VO.
And coming up later on the 6 employees at a
Stand by
TV
sound
station
full
in
7.
Mississippi
Stand by break.
recovered from falling shards of ice.
We'll have more on that story later in the World Flash. Stay tuned to the 6 on Black Hills Fox.
Music full. Roll break. Stand by to Mike the Desk. Stand by on 1. Reopens up.
From Skyline Drive in Rapid City. This is
Mike the Desk.
The 6.
Dissolve Q.
A-State Health
Stand by
Department
7.
official says a recent doubling in the number of flu cases is an indicator the flu season could be off and running here in
Roll
South
7 under. 7's up.
Back to tonight's Hillsview. No deaths have been reported, but 22 people in a
Weather
dozen
is in
counties have been
preview.
hospitalized because of respiratory flu. Lon Keitlinger in the State Health Department says it's not too late to get a flu shot.
Mike Jack. QVO.
It's also not too late to give your input on the Steamboat Project, planned by the U.S. Forest Service to reduce the mountain pine beetles and the risk of wildfire. The project will focus on
Till down just a hair. There you go.
acres east of Nemo and west of Piedmont. An informational meeting is going on right now.
Stand by to roll 8
Fire
full.
call
Stand by
until
on 1 with
7 o'clock.
Keith.
We'll have more of those stories coming up tonight.
Roll 8 full. 8's up.
This is Skyview Weather at
Mike
6.
Keith and Dissolve Q. Super's in.
Shippers once again a very cold night last night and earlier this morning. Minus
Super's
29
out.
in Hedinger and Hoover, 27 degrees below zero at Shade Hill, 26 below at Devil's Tower earlier this morning. Let's go down the list and show you the other readings. Minus 20 in Pine Ridge, minus 17 in Gillette. A little bit warmer in Hot Springs at minus 15, Mission minus 13, also in Buffalo, in Rapid City, both at the airport and downtown, minus 12, and the Spearfish Airport, one of the warmer locations last night, minus 8. But the core of the cold is now east of the area. We still have sub-zero readings in Hedinger and in Faith, but you will warm up later on tonight. Already 23 in Custer, 29 in Gillette. The wind is coming in from the southwest now, farther west, and we are warming up nicely. 45 degrees warmer right now in Gillette versus this time yesterday. We were well below zero, but not tonight. There's that wind from the southwest, sustained at 23 with some higher gusts, and that warmer air from the west is going to blow in across the entire area by tomorrow, so things will improve. We have a lot of cloud
Give him
cover
2
around the
minutes.
region tonight as we check out Storm Alert Live radar, but all the precip is up here in Montana and North Dakota. That's where it's going to stay as we go through tonight. So a lot of high clouds tonight and tomorrow and Friday, but most of the moisture for the next couple of days will stay to our north. Pacific air, though, is rushing in from the west, and we will be the recipient of that. We've been desperately looking for some relief, and it's coming. And some spots already have it. Other spots will get it as we get into tomorrow. Rapid City, temperatures will rise all night, it looks like. 43 degrees by tomorrow afternoon. The wind from the west and northwest, 10 to 15 miles per hour. Let's check out your warmer Thursday forecast It's looking great across the higher elevations. Low 40s, not a typo here, so much improved over where we have been of late. About 40 in Spearfish, 42 in Sturgis. In southwestern parts of South Dakota, warmer as well. 40 in Pine
Give him 1
Ridge,
minute.
above zero. 37 in Phillip, above zero. And all the way up here to the northeast in Lemon and Bison and Faith, around 32 degrees. So we will take that versus where we have been recently. And upper 30s to around 40 across eastern Wyoming. So the wind will blow in that warmer weather tomorrow. That warm air will stay with us on Friday. 46 in Rapid City, but we'll be very close to some Arctic air again this weekend. Cooler northeast.
30 seconds. Stand by bump in 7. Stand by to mic the desk. Stand by VO.
Saturday, and likely snow showers in the area Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday as we get a little bit colder. So enjoy the next couple of days.
Mic the desk. Roll 7 under. 7's up.
A new
QVO.
law was signed to
Stand
keep
by
activists
sound
from
full.
picketing
Stand by break.
services for victims of the Tucson shooting.
We'll have that story and more coming up next in our trip around the world. You're watching The 6 only on Blackville Spot.
Music full. Roll break. 10 seconds. Stand by to mic jack. Stand by on 1. Stand by remote.
The Office. Nights at 10:30. This is tonight's World Flash.
Mic jack
on the 6.
and dissolve Q.
It's called Together We Thrive. Tucson and
Can you turn off the
America,
QC?
memorial for the shooting victims in Tucson, and that leads off
Remote's
World
up.
Flash.
Super's
A
in.
live picture from that
News still,
memorial.
please.
President Barack Obama is expected to speak in about 15 minutes. We'll join that memorial live tonight right after the 6. Attorney General Eric Holder, Department of Homeland Security Secretary Janet Napolitano.
Going to 7 with
Supreme
Jack
Court
out of this.
Justice Anthony
Can you
Kennedy
flip that
all
over for me,
here.
Mike?
Earlier, President Obama went to University Medical Center to visit representatives
Stand by 7.
Gabrielle Giffords and her husband, as well as other victims of Saturday shooting.
Roll 7 under. 7's up. Super's out. Now.
Arizona Governor
Give you-
Jan Brewer signs an
Super's
emergency
in.
bill into law to keep activists from picketing funeral services for victims of the Tucson shooting.
Super's out.
Legislation
Coming out
received
won the 2 shot.
unanimous votes by both the House and Senate Tuesday before being sent to Brewer. The law, which took effect immediately, prohibits protests from occurring within 300 feet of a funeral or burial service. This was done so the Westboro Baptist Church, which is anti-homosexual, would not picket Thursday's funeral for
Stand by to add
9-year-old
Julie's
shooting
mic.
victim
Stand by on
Christina
1.
Taylor Green. A similar law banning protests at military funerals is currently being considered.
Add a mic. Dissolve Q.
One-year
Stand by
anniversary of the
flash wrap in 8.
catastrophic earthquake in Haiti is only increasing frustrations among the citizens.
Roll 8 under.
Continues
8's up.
tonight's trip around the world. Angry Haitians took to the streets of Port-au-Prince demanding justice for earthquake victims. Haitians remain skeptical
One's on
about
Julie.
the progress of reconstruction following the quake that claimed the lives of more than 230,000 people. At least 1 million Haitians, many of them children, still live in tent and shack camps created after the quake. And aid groups
Stand by to
say
mic
only
jack, stand by
5%
VO.
of the rubble has actually been removed from the capital.
Mic jack. Q jack VO.
Vice President Joe Biden is telling Pakistanis that America is justified in bombing Pakistani territory to kill al-Qaeda and Taliban terrorists hiding there. Mr. Biden met in Pakistan with the Prime Minister and promised America will deliver billions of dollars in aid. Taliban
Stand by to
and
Mike Julie,
Al-Qaeda
stand
are
by
waging
VO.
a deadly campaign to bring down the Pakistani government because it's a lie.
Mike Julie and QVO.
Falling giant icicles have
This is the
killed
last
some
item
workers
coming
at
out,
a
one on
Jackson,
Julie.
Mississippi TV station while putting a hurt on some of their cars. Employees of the CBS affiliate WJTV were greeted by falling giant spikes of ice on Tuesday. Temperatures warmed up enough for the sharp icicles
Stand by to
to
Mike.
drop from the station tower.
Dissolve Q.
A baby
Stand by
anteater
7.
and his mom bond in
Roll 7
That's
under.
tonight's
7's
science
up.
report. A
Super's
healthy
in.
giant
News
was
still,
born in
please.
December at the Perkins Zoo. The giant anteater is the largest
Super's out.
member
Coming out
in
one
the
on Jack.
family. Zoo staff said not much is known about anteater births and were alarmed when the mother started tearing at the calf. Turns out she was just doing her job and cleaning off her son's body. The baby
Stand by to
will
Mike
spend
Jack.
months,
Stand by on
perhaps
1.
Up to a year hiding out in his
Mike
mother's
Jack.
house.
Dissolve Q.
Burgers and
Stand by
tacos
8.
for a free ride in a Chevy, plus Ford oust Toyota and owner loyalty.
Roll 8 under.
That's
8's up.
tonight's business.
Push 8 full. And Q him VO.
Stocks rallied, pushing
News
all
still.
three indexes to new multi-year highs. The Dow gained 83 points. The Nasdaq and the S&P 500 also closed with strong gains. The new year could be bringing a fatter paycheck slightly. You can think of it as a sign the economy is recovering. Companies are planning to give employees better raises this year. According to a survey by Mercer, 98% of companies say they will increase base pay by an average of 2.8%. Once you find a good thing, why change, right? Well, Ford car owners are proving to be the most loyal according to recent studies. Toyota reigned supreme last year, but its reputation was hurt by its massive recalls. And this year, Ford
We got
nabbed
stocks,
car maker
followed by
in
them
owner
introing
loyalty.
Corey
First
live.
time since 1999, Toyota fell second and GM took third. And GM has a new strategy to lure young drivers back to Chevrolet. Students at several West Coast universities can sign up, not for test drives, but free rides in several.
Standby music, standby stocks.
Can
we zoom in a little bit on one, please?
On YouTube. In return, it's tacos, Big Macs, and Cokes.
A little bit more. There you go.
$8 worth of food at a fast food joint.
Music. Stocks are up. Read. Read. Mic the desk, fade music, dissolve cue, standby live, standby 7 under.
Away from squaring off against their CHL All-Star.
Mic live. Roll 7 under and cue.
Thanks, guys. I'm here at the main arena.
Standby music full. Standby break.
After the break, we'll come back and have a chat with the CHL's Commissioner Dwayne Lewis.
Music full and roll break.
Weeknights at 11.
Standby to Mike Zepp, standby on 1, standby live.
This is Sports on the 6 with Jamie Zepp.
Mike Zepp. Dissolve Q, Super's in, standby boxes, standby live. Super's out.
Against the world for the past 3 seasons, the CHL All-Star Game has pitted either the home team or a combination of regional players against the rest of the league's All-Stars. Tonight, the defending champion Rapid City Rush takes its crack at All-Star Immortality.
Boxes are up. Mike live.
Civic Center Ice Arena ahead of tonight's action. Corey?
Q. Super's in.
Thanks, Jamie. I'm here at the Ice Arena with CHL Commissioner Dwayne Lewis.
Super's out.
I know you've been to Rapid City before, but this is our first All-Star game we've had here, so how are things going so far?
Oh, it's been tremendous. We got here
Super's in.
on Monday and had nothing but a great time. Everybody's complaining about the weather a little bit, but we're used to that in the hockey world. And,
Super's out. Standby 7.
Everybody with the Rush organization, the community, and the
Roll 7 under. 7's up.
Well, we're going with a little bit different format this year with the defending champs.
1 minute of
against
B-roll.
All-Stars.
I'll come
Why
back
did you
to
make that
him.
switch, and how has that worked out?
Well, 2 years ago, in 2009, we elected to change the format and said, you know, let's make it a little more exciting. The host team, the Colorado Eagles, played against the rest of the league. And I had text messages and emails from owners during the game going, this is the best All-Star game we've seen. We've kind of kept that format for the last couple of years. And this year, with it being the defending champs, even more fitting, I think, that we have this style. In the old style of the Stanley Cup, where they used to do the champions versus the rest of the league, we found this is a perfect setting for us.
25 left on B-roll.
I'm excited that it's happened this year and here in Rapid City.
Very good. I'm going to see if you'll handicap it for us. Does it give the Rush an advantage being with the teamwork aspect, or does it give the CHL All-Stars the advantage?
Well, that's always been an argument. Say, what you have a group of individuals that have played together before versus a group of individuals that have
10 seconds. Standby back on live.
We saw them take it to the All-Stars.
Live's up. 7's clear. Coming back boxes to 1 on Zepp.
There's a lot of talented players in the club, so you never know what's going to happen.
And then last question. We've seen the NHL do outdoor games. Is there any chance the CHL might be doing some outdoor games?
We've looked into it in the past. It is a very large...
Standby to Mike Zepp, standby boxes.
We look at that again. We've talked about it. You never know what may happen, but it could be a lot of work to do before we get something like that, but it may happen.
Okay. Thanks very much, Wayne. I appreciate your time. Back to you guys.
Mike Zepp,
Thanks
he's
a
up.
lot, Corey. Tip the dropping the puck on the CHL All-Star Game here in about
He's clear.
10 minutes, and we're not quite finished with Corey just yet. We look ahead to
Standby
later this
athlete
evening,
preview
one
in 8.
athlete who is a fan of both summer.
Roll 8 under. 8's up and push 8 full, please.
And our Black Hills Fox Powerade Athlete of the Week is a 2-sports sensation whose versatility is one of her biggest strengths.
I guess
Super's
if you
in.
want to put a label on it, I'm like a forward, and usually if I'm
Super's
a
out. New still, please.
close, so
15 seconds. Standby to Mike Zepp. Standby 7.
Have been essential to the Cobblers team this season, and even though basketball is the sport du jour, Ashton is off to Dordt College to play softball next fall. I'll have more with her
Mike Zepp.
tonight at 9
Roll
o'clock.
7 under. 7's up. Q Zepp VO.
Tonight's top pick
Super's
on
in.
the 6 takes us to the college level, BYU and Utah. BYU's Jimmer Fredette.
Super's out. Back out 1 on Zepp. Standby on 1. Standby break.
Half-court buzzer beater and nails it. Fredette pouring in 47 points in a winning effort, 104-79. And
Dissolve
that is
Q.
Sports on the 6 for this Wednesday night. We'll be back with more of the 6 on the other side of this break.
Roll break. 15. Standby to Mike Keith. Standby on 2.
Too bad the end of flu season isn't this obvious. there's still time to get vaccinated because stopping the
Mike
flu
Keith.
starts with you.
Dissolve Q.
Warm air is spilling into
Standby
the area
graphics.
Right now. We will continue
Graphics
to
are
warm
full.
things up as we go through the night into tomorrow. So much improved across the region on Thursday, 30s and low 40s. The wind is from the west, not from the Arctic. It's from the Pacific, so we will be warm also on Friday as well. But
1 minute.
we'll return to some cooler weather for
1
the
minute.
weekend.
Stand by to
Light
Mike
snow will be
Jack. Stand by on
possible
1.
Saturday through Tuesday. Warmer to the southwest this weekend, cooler to the north.
Mike Jack and Q.
Thank you, Keith, and the
Stand by
debut
VO
is
and 7.
at 111 on
Roll 7 under.
111.
7's up. Super's in. 1 is a 2-shot.
Lynn, the new mother of 3, is resting comfortably in the hospital.
Super's out.
40.
He's proud to.
30 seconds.
He says he doesn't have an excuse to forget his daughter's birthday. Lila
Stand by to
Lynn,
add Julie's mic.
7 pounds,
Stand by on 1.
18.5 inches. And that is a wrap.
Outer mic.
30.
20 seconds. Dissolve Q. Stand by close. Tape and 8.
Address from the memorial in Tucson for the shooting victims there over the weekend. That's going to be live on Fox.
20.
10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. Roll 8 full. 8's up. Studio's clear.
Promotional consideration for the 6 provided by these fine